This is the latest dispatch just received in our newsroom.
Let me show you something.
Hey, how's it going? So we are almost done here with this collection. All that's left is the ramps and obstacles. It looks like a lot, but really they're just bulky. I'm pretty sure we can get this done pretty quick. This is the 6th video of my collection. The majority of these ramps and obstacles, they do have their own unboxing, so I won't spend too much time on them. There's a few that I never uploaded. I'll talk a little bit about those, but for the rest of them, it's gonna be pretty quick. So let's check them out. So we'll go ahead and start off this video with that barrier that I did get from Peak. I also have this barrier right here that has Peak written in neon blue, which looks really, really cool. Another obstacle that I got from Peak is this grind box right here. This top part is resin, and so is this little spot that you grind on it. What you can't really see on the camera is it has these little brick cutouts, so it sounds really cool when you grind on it and feels really cool. So yeah, these are going to be the only obstacles that I have from Peak. So the next obstacles that I'll bring out, I did get from the Fingerboard store. Right here is going to be what's called the glory block, and it's a quarter pipe on this side, a bank on this side, and a little down slope that you can grind on. So unfortunately this one I did not put the unboxing up, but it is really, really cool. And then another thing that I got from the Fingerboard store is from White Wave, and it's going to be this 2-panel sidewalk that's really fun, super cool. So up next is going to be a few things that I got from Good Evening Concrete, and we'll start off with this one right here. It's a little parking block. And this one I actually got from Never Grow Up. She gave me this, super grateful, super awesome of her. I also have this thing right here that's called Mount Tam, and it's a super interesting shape. I don't use it very much. It's a little too different for me, but I do like messing around with it sometimes. It's pretty cool. So we got like this A-frame up here, and then it goes down right here. This is how I usually use it, just a little kink right here. It's pretty fun that way. Up next is the napkin holder, and this thing is pretty cool. So you grind up, grind down, and then you can use it on its side, and it's this really cool manual pad. That's pretty fun. And then we have this gem right here that's pretty cool. I like this a lot. And then there is this right here. So this bench right here is gonna be the Atlantis Bench, the Abalone edition, something along those lines. It's got this little gem right here. It was part of a pack that they were having when they did the one drop, where you got this, the gem, and the little Mount Tam thing. So that was really fun. I'm super happy that I was able to get those 4. Up next is going to be one of the newer pieces that I have, and it's going to be the Disco Ledge, which is really fun to use. It's from Brewski Builds, and it is super solid. So we have a small ledge right here. There's a little ramp, not a ramp, a little slope up here, and it goes to a taller side. And we have John Cowart's, the Cowply logo right there. That's pretty cool, and you can use it in a bunch of different ways. So this thing is really fun. These two are from Whoosh. We have one barrier from Whoosh. It looks pretty cool. And then I also have this planter thing that's pretty neat too. I really like the colors on this. Yeah, your bones make weird sounds when you get older. I only need one good knee, right? So this right here is going to be from Woodhouse. It's the Planter Ledge, the Midnight colorway, which looks really cool. It has these slate gray bricks on them, and it looks really cool. So we have the Woodhouse. We have the Woodhouse written back here. And these bricks, they actually grind really, really well. and so do the ones on this side. It's super solid. There are 2 kickers that this went with down there. Will you stay? Yes. So these 2 kickers, they go just like that on the back of it. So you can go up, grind here, grind there, grind everywhere. It's a fun time. Or you can have them on the sides just like this. I don't have enough space to put the other one, but you get the idea. You can do this too. You can do whatever you want with it. It's yours. I'm not a cop. So the next concrete obstacle is going to be this Woodhouse bench, chair, sofa thing. So we also have this Woodhouse bench made out of concrete. This thing is pretty cool. I like to grind from this side to this side, and that's pretty fun. It's pretty light for being concrete, but it still is really solid and it doesn't move around too much. Up next is going to be the Perp A-Frame, I think is what this one was called. And this, I had woken up randomly, checked Instagram, and he had posted this on his website, and I bought it really, really quickly. We also have this barrier that's going to be, I think it's called the Aqua Barrier, something along those lines. That's really cool. I like this a lot. And before I put up the concrete, the last obstacle is going to be this one right here, which is the Woodhouse Loaf. And it's your standard concrete manual pad, ledge, whatever you want to do with it. It is a really good height to fingerboard on. Super solid. So to keep going with the Woodhouse ramps, I do have this kicker right here that has that little green frog from Star Wars. It's pretty cool. I like it a lot. And then we have this pretty big obstacle right here, which is called the Clean Crook Ledge. And it's pretty long, so I'll try to get everything to where you can see it. But we have a kicker here, and this really long curb, this really long ledge with a little kink right here. And that looks pretty cool. I'll try to rotate it around a little bit, that way you can see it more. But these bricks, they feel fantastic to grind on. They're super smooth, and I've never waxed this thing either, and it still grinds and slides amazing. So next are a few things that I got from Aussie Berlin, and we'll start off with this one right here, which is going to be the big Boodle box. Big Boodle. The name's right there. So we'll start off with the Big Boodle box, which it's pretty solid. I don't use this one too often. It's just a little bit too big. But now that I actually have a bigger table, I might be using this a lot more actually. So that's super fun. And then next is going to be this little brick storage thing. And it, oh. So a while back, I had sent my friend Ryan something, and I told myself, put these stickers somewhere where you won't forget them. And I forgot them. I found them. But the inside is hollow, and it does fit 3 completes in here. I did that on purpose. And we have ASI right there in green, and it looks, well, that's more of a blue. In blue and red, that's pretty cool. So up next is going to be this stair set from IP Toys. We got this really long hubba ledge, a Euro gap, and a stair set right here. And it does, you can change up the way that it is set up with the hubba ledge and the kicker. Super solid. Here is going to be the little skate shop bench from Duck Decks. This thing is pretty cool. It moves around a ton unless it's tacked down. So that's the only thing with this one. Other than that, slides and grinds very well. Here is what is called a Tricknick bench, and this is from my friend Popu UK. This thing is really, really cool, and with it being 3D printed, you would think that it's really light and it moves around a lot. It does not. And here's a little planter gap that he made as well. What I really like about it is the kickers. They're held up by diamonds. Super cool. And the little planter section is a little space for I don't know, jelly beans. Fantastic. So up next are some of the resin ramps that were made from Dylan over at Collinswood, and I really like the way that these colors came out. Once again, I have an unboxing for it. Go check it out. Yeah, no, this one I'm pretty sure I do. This is going to be the first version of the quarter pipe that he made, and it does come with this little ledge attached to the back of it. This thing is really cool. On this one, we have this really cool giraffe right here that's on the inside of it. This thing is really fun. Up next are going to be two jams that I have. I have more of these, but my daughter took them because she likes the way that they look. So she did let me keep two of them. So that's pretty cool. But these things, they look nice. And you can pretty much use them any which way that they'll stay on because they're super smooth to grind on any side. Up next is going to be this ashtray right here. We got a little mushroom on the inside of it. Me, I'm not a smoker, so it's a manual pad. So here is going to be the mega curb. This thing is pretty cool. What I like doing on here is a trick onto it and then using this as like a step up to something else. It's really fun. And here we have the bullion, and this thing is really cool. I like the steep slopes that are right here so you can wally into your grinds. It's super cool. And we got the little Collinswood mushroom right there. Here's the second rendition of the Collinswood bench. This thing is really, really cool. So we have a bench on this side and a pretty steep quarter pipe on this side right here. It's not too steep, so you're still able to do tricks on it, but it is really, really cool. So here is the newer quarter pipe that he does make. This one is really solid. And this one right here, the transition, it's not too tight, not too mellow. It's fantastic. And I don't know if you can tell, but it's like there's a little imitation of coping right here, so that's pretty cool. And then here is the barrier, which I really like the colorway on all of these. That's why I got the same colors. And it is fantastic. It looks really cool with it being a whole set. That's super cool. So up next, the obstacles I have from Freestyle Fingerboards, and this one right here is going to be the brick ledge. This one right here is the Charm City ledge, and it's this really cool sea ledge, and it has these really neat looking bricks all the way around it. This one right here is the University ledge, and this one's really cool. It has the same bricks from the Charm City ledge. This one right here is the Makulani Ledge, and this one's really cool. It has different bricks on this one. They're more like rocks, but they look really, really cool. So this one right here is going to be the loading dock, and it has this brick pattern that I asked if she can paint on here, and she did, and it looks super cool. We also have like these little stickers right here, and it gives it that realistic look to it, and it's just fantastic. So the next thing is going to be all these Galaxy Edition ramps, obstacles. It's basically my Galaxy skate park. And we'll start with this urban ledge right here. So that paint job, like I said, it's the Galaxy paint job, and it's black, blue, purple. Looks super cool. And to go with it, we have the matching quarter pipe. The low quarter is what this is called, and it looks super cool. I'll do this left-handed. It doesn't work with me left-handed. And it has the paint job all the way around it, which is really, really cool. Here is the Freestyle Plaza with that Galaxy paint job, and this one I did do an unboxing for, but it was on that smaller table and I wasn't able to show all the way around it properly, but here it is. So we got this long run up right here, and it goes to these stairs with the hubble ledge. And then we have a Euro gap right here with the bigger kicker on this side. So that is really cool. And if I feel like just using it separately, it's held together by Velcro. So I can use it completely separate or in one thing like that. That's pretty cool. I like this a lot. It's my favorite colors. And like I said before, space is one of my favorite things. So up next is going to be the different rails that I have And we'll start off with my favorite one, which is going to be the Transformer rail. This one is in purple. I do have some in every single color that they do have to offer. And I've given a few of these away also, so that's pretty cool. And then here's this rail right here. It is from Fingerskate, if anyone out there remembers that website. It is from a long time ago. This rail, it's pretty high and extremely thin, so landing tricks on this one, not that easy. And also the feet, they kind of wobble a little, so there's that. This rail's not for wimps. And then here are two EMA rails that I picked up when I got back into fingerboarding. So I got this blue round rail right here and this square black one. I don't know if they had other sizes. I just kind of put whatever in the cart and that was good to go on those. And then this rail right here I actually got from Windy City and I think it's cool. It is an EMA rail, so we have this rail up here, this rail down here. Ton of different combos that you can do on it. It's really fun. We'll move on to these ones right here, which are going to be from Black River. So this one right here is the bike rack, and I wanted a bike rack for a long time, whether it be the flat face bike rack or this one. And then these two are going to be the low rails that I have. So I have a low square rail and a low round rail. And then here is the higher square rail. I don't think it's the high square rail, but I can't tell you 100% for sure because I thought there was 3 levels when it came to the rail. There was the low, medium, and high. This one was just called the iron square rail. I did get it in gold because I thought it looked really cool in gold and it matches my stair set. So this is really cool. So we're going to start getting into the Black River Ramps section of this collection. I keep saying that. I like the way it sounds. I'm getting better. The first time I said that, I forgot which video it was, but I spent like 20 minutes trying to say that without stuttering. So we'll go with this one right here, which is the Black River Bench. Super classic. This one right here is the Black River Street Bench. Again, another classic. I see this one in a ton of videos. Here is the Black River Table Mini. And this one, I do have 2 of them. And the thought process behind it is so I can have 2 of these, grind and gap or manual and gap between the 2. And then here is the Black River Table. A lot of these ramps, they're just, to me, they're really iconic. I've seen them in a ton of videos. So here is the pole bank. This one is really fun. I like it a lot. So next I'm gonna go through, let's see, I have 3 of the boxes. So here's the box 1. It's gonna be your standard box. Got the angle iron on both sides. This one right here is box 2. It's pretty long, so you got plenty of space to jump onto here, manual, grind on here, or just one really long grind. And here is the box 7. So we have grass gap right here, small, really tight manuals can be done on here, or just gap from here to here and then 2 grind sides on either end. And I think it looks cool when it's set up just like that. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but that is why I got 2 of them. So up next, I'll show some of the obstacles I have that have the bricks. So right here is the Jade Ramp Dose, and this is probably the oldest one that I have. Well, actually, second oldest. I got the playground before I got this one. Here's another one that I had for a long time. When I bought it, I think it was called the Kink Curb. I'm pretty sure that's what it was called. So this is going to be the brick and rail. So we got spot to manual, spot to grind, and then this rail that goes downwards. And then this one is called the brick block, and it has 2 banks right here and a brick going all the way down the middle. So this one right here is going to be the Chris Craft ramp, and it's pretty similar to the 2 level, but we have this grass gap right here, and it has this really steep bank right here, which is pretty cool. And then this one right here is the John Coward ramp. This one I used quite a bit. It got beat up pretty hard. This one right here is the Catwort 2 signature ramp, and it looks like it's pretty basic, just 2 banks on either end. But there's a lot of stuff that you can do. So you can go up the bank, stall, and then go down, or just go over manual, grind on either side, go up this side, manual, come back down. Ton of stuff that you can do with it. So up next, I have a few quarter pipes, and I'll bring out the mini ramps too, but I have the pocket quarter right here, and then here is something that I've wanted for a while, and it's the wall ride. And this one, this one right here is like the pocket quarter, just obviously a lot bigger. Super cool. And then here's something that I use very often. It's the pocket mini, and I also do have the mini dose. The only thing I don't like about it is that it's hollow on the inside, so this one right here does get pretty loud. I do know that you can just stuff like a shirt or something underneath it and it'll kind of nullify that sound a little bit, but I'm lazy, that's too much work for me, so I'll stick to the pocket mini. So next, I'll show what is probably my favorite thing on the Black River store. Second favorite thing. There's one thing that is my favorite, and it's going to be this pallet pack. And it looks like it's boring because it's just a bunch of pallets, but there's actually a ton of different things that you can set this up to do. And then here's this thing that I used for quite some time. It's going to be the 2 level, and as the name says, there's 2 levels right here. This is going to be my favorite obstacle from Black River, and it's going to be the stair set. With this one, I went with the gold square rail. I do have an unboxing when I finally got one of these. I've been wanting one for a really long time. Now, the only other Black River obstacle, or well, Black River ramp that I have is, of course, this playground, which obviously is not going to fit on this table. But there it is. So with that playground, it does bring my collection to an end. Finally, it was a lot to go through, so thanks for watching everything. Yeah, I collected a lot of stuff over the last 6 months, and I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. So if you want to see future unboxings with a lot more space, with a bigger table, I feel like I'm able to actually start reviewing the obstacles a lot better in a way that I'll feel pretty good about uploading. So that'll be coming out now, and I'll probably throw in some fingerboard reviews in there as well. Start reviewing stuff. I feel like I've tested out quite a bit, so I have a lot to compare pretty much whatever I use. So yeah, if you don't want to miss reviews or maybe more unboxings, because I still do buy a lot of different stuff, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Comment down below what your favorite thing out of everything in my collection that I did show. Like the video, and that'll do it for this video. Take it easy. Have a good one.